George, you've been on both.
Oh, what's up, man?
You've been on both sides.
We're in a Missouri Tiger right now.
I would say so.
Yeah, go Hawks.
Oh yeah, really meaningful bowl game.
Yeah, it
Huge
is.
for both sides.
What are we putting on it?
Okay, 10% of one of my weekly checks versus 10% of mine.
I can't bet money on that stuff, man. I'll send you my helmet.
All right, fair enough. You've been on both sides where you've had to have every game at this point in the season, and also where just human nature, you are looking at one seeds and home field advantage. How different is it when you're trying to kind of instill this, one game at a time? We've got to take care of business every single week.
To me, it's really not that different. I think when you are playing for each one has to be a win, your back's kind of against the wall. But I think Coach Shanahan and we've kind of established the culture over the course of my career is just that every single week is just focus on that one week. Every week is a must-win. I think that's the reasons why we've had such great success in the past. It's we were just so good about, hey, just focus on this week, get that win, and then focus on the next one. So. I don't think it's that much different. I think for a lot of guys who've been to a lot of those games, it's very similar for us. So it's just trying to get everybody to realize that sense of urgency about how important this week is.
I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago where you said we haven't had any sort of team meeting, player meeting, anything like that. Is there one moment that you think changed that and kind of spurred that to happen? Can you pinpoint anything?
To spur us to get a win finally? No, not necessarily. I think just continually trying to lead guys in a way to just, hey, have a sense of urgency, play desperate, just attack everything. And, we had especially when you lose 2 games back-to-back by more than 20 points, it puts a very sour taste in your mouth and makes you want to go out there and, work a little bit harder, do something, refocus, rethink about something. So I know there's not one specific moment except for, losing 3 games in a row. What are you doing about way back there? What do you tweet? What do you tweet? They didn't delete the tweet? So it's not there anymore? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Let's see. You know what? Deebo's one of our best playmakers, and while he might not have all the stats to show for it this year, touchdowns and stuff like that, he's had a couple ones called back. He's been fantastic for us on kickoff return. And, I thought Deebo actually, against the Bears, the opportunities that he had, he was trying to make the most of them. And unfortunately, for a couple of those, they had better calls into the plays that we called. And whether it was some type of pressure, some type of how they switched the defense up, or, we didn't execute those blocks for him in the ways that we should have. But to me, Deebo's very close to just breaking it wide open. So I'm very excited for him this Thursday because I think he's going to have one of those amazing Deebo Thursday night games, especially against the Rams. That's what I see. Guys want to voice their opinions on social media. It is what it is. I don't really care. It doesn't make anybody in this locker room think any differently about him. Deebo thinks highly of himself, as we all think very highly of him. He's a hell of a football player. So he just wants to, be out there and contribute to the team. And I think he's going to have an opportunity to do that this weekend, this Thursday.
Do a couple more for George.
Holy cow. How come only people on the sides are asking questions? That's crazy.
As far as having good calls against him, is that defense is sort of anticipating him better than maybe they did in previous years?
No. You know what the Bears were doing? They've been running their old head coach. He had a very specific way that they ran their defense with the ways that their ends played and stuff like that. So we had all these cool little trick plays around that. And they kind of played it completely different than they've been playing all season. And so we called them into the wrong look. And it was a combination of that. And then, on one of those plays, I need to get around and end. He shoots upfield instead of going down the line of scrimmage. Guy shoots past Jawan, takes me out, so then Deebo doesn't have a lead blocker. If I can get around that, he probably walks untouched in the end zone. It's just certain stuff like that. So he's trying his best to make opportunities from plays that may not look great, but he's about to find.
Deebo mentioned on Thursday nights the crowd can play a big role. He said the earth can shake a little bit. How big of a emphasis can that be in the crowd playing the role in this game on Thursday night?
You know what? Night games at Levi Stadium are so much fun. Our fans just get into it, especially when our defense is playing well. They love nothing more than seeing Nick Bosa, Fred Warner make plays out there. And so if we can do that, feed off the energy a little bit, it's going to be a really, really fun environment for the faithful.
All right, thanks, George.